Hey, what's up, Cut Off Crust Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Today's stuff I got in the mail semi recently is going to be this little lot that I got. This is going to be from Future Flash and Ancient Roar. I haven't got a box or anything just yet. Saw this was up on Instagram. It's a little bit on the cheap. Love the Iron Valiant card right there. The gold cards look nice. I'm really digging this new Future and Ancient look that's on them. Can't wait to actually get a little bit more of them too. These ones were just easy to pick up. Got these from BB Retro over there on Instagram. Give him a follow. They do lots of other content too. A lot of different like stuff for electronics, video games, photography, all that stuff. You name it. He does a whole bunch of that stuff. Go check him out. Good dude. I appreciate it, man. Let's talk about some stuff. There's been quite a few things for the Pokemon leaks going around lately. Everyone's posting stuff up about it. Everyone's talking about that, going on about the new shiny treasures and all the stuff that's going on with it. Firstly, a lot of the cards that have been leaked, they're English, right? The ones that people actually physically have in their hand, those are English cards, and those aren't actually scheduled to release until like mid to late January. And the actual Japanese release is supposed to be really early December. So about an extra month and a half. It is the beginning of November. People having these English cards about like 3-ish months early, very close to 3 months early, is a little bit alarming for a lot of people because they're questioning where that stuff's coming from. There's lots of fucking inquiries. There's lots of little Reddit actual theories going on. People putting on the tinfoil hats and fucking saying they're coming from God knows where. People are swiping them. People are making fake copies of them. People are actually questioning the legitimacy of it. And quite frankly, I mean, Pokemon hasn't said anything. I mean, Poke Beach doesn't have anything up about that stuff. Quite frankly, if they're real, they probably can't talk about them at all. And the amount of content creators just throwing them up, I'm sure most people are very familiar with that stuff right now. Look, you can put them up if you want to. I'm not saying don't follow your heart or anything like that. I'm just warning a lot of people. Pokemon has sued for less. You probably are okay, but I'm not taking that chance. It's not going to be one of the bigger tubers stuck with the bag and stuck with the actual bill for any of that stuff happening. It's going to be one of us. It's going to be one of the smaller content creators that fucking Pokemon weirdly for some reason decides to throw the hammer down on. They're going to be like, well, you were talking about it in a video or something like that. They're just going to be like, well, here you go. Take that. Doesn't matter who did it first. Doesn't matter who's the biggest. That's how Pokemon goes. I'm not taking any fucking chances. So what do we got here? Got ourselves a nice little post right here. A nice little Discord message was going on right there. There's a new leak. There's the Charizard one. This guy right here that I was posting. Apparently someone has a big old stack of them. Looks like there was like 5 or 6. They were being showcased. And this, once again, I'm not showing the card. Feel free to go find it somewhere else if you want to. You can see at the very top. I'll give you a little fucking nip slip of it though. There you go. That's how you know it's fucking Charizard EX. But someone posted up, and they were like, it looks like this new set in English, they swiped all the rares from the printer like they did in FS, which is Fusion Strike. I'm sure everybody remembers that going on. This will probably be a hard set to pull from. First of all, Mr. Man, I mean, I'm censoring your name, of course. How the fuck do you know that? How do you know they took all the rares from the fucking printer? From this picture, it literally just looks like someone has a stack of like 5 or 6. Pokemon does several batches, and they actually do quality control testing prints, that stuff as well, where they'll print cards and they're supposed to destroy those afterwards. There's a very, very good shot. That's where these came from. You don't see like fucking like 1 million cards. You don't see like the fucking building bricks of cards. You don't see someone making a fort out of cards in here. It's like a picture of someone with 5 or 6 of them. Like, how do you know this stuff? Second of all, and this is the thing I don't like about where leaks come from because people don't know where to fucking stop with this stuff. That last sentence, this will probably be a very hard set to pull from. Oh, excuse me, a hard set to pull from. Don't let me misquote them or anything like that. A hard set to pull from. So that right there is manufactured hype based off of absolutely fucking nothing. This set could be just like fucking Obsidian Flames. It could be like 151. It could be a little bit hard to pull from, but it could very easily have, old Scarlet and Violet pull rates. This whole fucking thing about like, oh, it's going to be a hard set to pull from, that's an attempt, in my personal opinion, to actually get a little bit more hype going for the set. If they happen to get that card, keep that card value a little bit high. Don't worry, it's Charizard. His dick's hanging out in that fucking photo too. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. The card's going to be expensive. Everyone can't get enough of Charizard nuts in their mouth. It's okay. Card's going to be a little bit pricier than some of the other ones. Don't fucking worry about that, Big John. But this whole thing where people are just saying stuff for absolutely no reason, it really started popping off after the whole Fusion Strike thing. I mean, like, it's people watched Rattle videos and they didn't fucking listen to the video or something, I guess. They just saw the title and they just ran fucking wild with that. He did have a video saying that they were probably taken from there. Makes a little sense possibly with how much they had, with what's going on fucking right here, with what's going on right here, with what someone has in their fucking hands. Dude, it's like 6 cards. Unless there's another photo that pops up, which I mean, I guess another one can. that where they have like literally like 400 of them, and even that I would still beg to argue it's probably the quality control ones, which I mean that's still not great to have out in the first place. Why the fuck would you say that? Like, how would you even know that? How do you know that, Mr. Man? Do you know something we don't? Do you know where these cards came from? Do you know actually who has these? Is there someone who needs to be looking into you a little bit more? Does someone need to forward this up to Pokemon possibly? I mean, I can. I 100% can. I'm not above doing that shit to anybody. Just what a weird, strange, goofy thing to say with a handful of like cards right there. Just a little stack. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. You're probably just being a little goofy nutsack boy and don't really know what you're saying, and that's fine. I'll give you a little bit of slack that time, big dog. But the rumors, the speculation, the hype of it's always like this. And that's the thing I hate 110% about like when sets like this get released and things like that. Is like the speculation and the rumors and the fucking like the Ponzi schemes just go wild with what people can do with that stuff. Okay, so like right now this is like the biggest set ever. There will never be a set better or bigger than this because they have alternate art shinies. It's so goddamn cool, bro. Hidden Fates was the biggest set in the fucking world at one point. Goddamn, VMAX Climax was the biggest set. Tag Team All-Stars was the biggest set. Eevee Heroes, Evolving Skies. Dude, it goes on and on. V-Star Universe, it just doesn't get any better than this. And people just want to hype all that stuff. And I mean, like, a lot of the singles for this stuff is not expensive. Like, a lot of it is super affordable. Product always holds a little bit of value because content creators like to open it up. They like to rip it. They like to ship it. They like to do all that stuff. The singles just ain't really quite holding the value they used to, man. And I would really advise the best thing you can do with this whole leak garbage is just hold on a second. Just wait a little bit. I promise you that like this set, I can't tell you it's going to be available, you know, fucking everywhere, every single time at retail. I can't do that because it's a special set. Anyone's game, anyone knows. Pokemon's the only one who can fucking dictate what gets printed. Just, I promise you, a lot of the cards in these sets, a lot of the singles are not going to be expensive. And if you genuinely just like the card, you will have a good shot to get said card. You don't have to buy into the hype. You don't have to buy into the content creation bullshit. You don't have to buy into what people tell you about this stuff. And make your own choices. Do your own stuff. Hey, don't let me stop you, okay? If you're all about it, you want to jump on the fucking hype train, go for it, dude. I'm all for it. Do your thing. Just, you don't have to, okay? You don't fucking have to. And then you would probably save money if you didn't. That's all I got. Appreciate it, virgins. That's some goofy stuff, though. That's really some goofy rumor-monging bullshit that people are pushing out stuff. See you later.